everybody. It automatically unmuted me after showing that little intro video, and I then went and clicked the mute. So apologies for that. Thank you everybody for joining us. All right, great. So let me start straight away with sharing my screen, and we are going to share it like that. And it's a bit of a complicated slide, that one, so we're going to start like that. Welcome, business analysts, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. So today we're going to discuss, what is our bronze and our silver mentoring about? And next Wednesday, we're going into gold and impact. I used to have 17 different products and services, narrowed them down to exactly what our students and our masterminds want from us. And turns out it's bronze, silver, gold, and impact. So we're going to go through bronze and silver today, how that can help you in your career. And then we'll go through gold and impact next Wednesday again. And, I often ask my students when I get on the Zoom call, as you know, I offer a 30-minute free career strategy session on Zoom. I'll show you just now how to log in and how to book me and how to do that. But, I always ask them, what is the best thing to invest in? And I start by saying, maybe it's bulls and bears and stocks and shares and crypto and property and, whatever it is, and they usually have an answer. And the answer is not, I should invest in myself. Because if you're earning X amount and you take that over 10 years, and you can actually double that and earn double your salary over the next 10 years, that extra money that you're earning, that extra 50% that you've got now, that you should use to invest in something like bulls and bears and stocks and shares and crypto and property and things like that. First, invest in yourself, upskill, learn how to progress in your career, and then learn how to get further and further so that you can ask more money, so that you can get paid more. And then that extra money, then you can invest in other things. And your salary, if you increase it, will always keep increasing. So it's not a 10-year thing and then you go back to where you were 10 years ago. You're going to keep increasing your salary on that. So now business analysis is really, it's a really, really exciting career. Now's the time to get stuck into business analysis, accelerate through your career path, go from junior to BA to senior to lead BA. So I went and had a look on the Reed. The Reed has got quite a lot of jobs. And if you type in business analyst United Kingdom and you type in business analysis United Kingdom, 18,000, 17,000, you add them together, almost 36,000 positions, business analyst positions available right now, today, only in the United Kingdom. So that is fantastic. So it's a real good sign. We've done this for a long while, and when we did Read in August of 2019, there was 204, I think 205 contract roles available. I'm not sure about permanent, but there was a lot less roles available. So now, and the reason is it's demand versus supply. So if the supply reduces, then by default, the demand will go up. If there's less people to do the work, then companies will struggle to find suitable resources to fill these positions. So these vacancies will be opened longer duration, and more needs and come in and more jobs get advertised. So there's more of a demand and less of a supply. Now, specifically for the United Kingdom, which is our target market at the moment, why is that? Why is there such an increase in demand? Well, there's not an increase in the demand. It's the supply that's dropped. So it's the supply of business analysts that has dropped, specifically contractors. And the reason is because of Brexit, because of COVID, and because of IR35. It's just scared the business analyst contractors away. Brexit, now people from Europe that live in Poland and Germany and Italy and France and Denmark and Spain and Sweden, wherever they come from, they can't go and get the legal paperwork, the visas and the passports and things like that to be able to work in the United Kingdom. With Brexit, it's just, they're not coming there anymore. It's a bit of a struggle. It's still possible, but such a struggle that they actually just left the United Kingdom. They're working in their own homes and they're working in their own countries now. And, the people that used to work remotely, they're just getting jobs locally now instead of getting these remote jobs. All right. And IR35, people not sure of it, inside, outside, how it goes. We're just starting to post a whole bunch of articles and posts on IR35 and exactly what it does. So keep an eye on my LinkedIn profile and my posts. But it's quite a challenge. It's quite daunting to go through everything. And, you need accountants and bookkeepers and bank accounts and, all these different things, timesheets. It's quite a mission. So because of IR35, and that scared a lot of contractors off, there's a lot less supply of business analyst contractors at the moment. And then of course COVID. People were on furlough and they thought, no, I'm not going into this contracting. I want to get a safe job, a permanent job. It's not so safe. As many people found out during COVID that you're hanging on to your permanent job for safety and job security, that's gone out the window. And people got laid off and people struggled. So a lot of people left the contracting market and decided they were going to now full time. So this leaves the door open for us as business analyst contractors to really get out there and secure those contracts. Okay, so that's the supply versus demand. And so I advocate that if you want to earn more money, you need to leave your current job. You can't ask for a 25% or a 50% or even 100% pay rise because you'll get laughed at. So the only way to earn more money is to secure another job. And, and many people think, well, I need another job. You need to break it down into manageable steps because it's quite daunting to secure another job. You've got to think what you've got to go through. You've got to, firstly, update your CV because it's probably not updated with your current role. And then you need to, a lot of people rely on LinkedIn these days to go and have a look because you're only supposed to have a 2-page CV. And I advocate as well that your CV is just on 2 pages. And so my CV is on 2 pages with 25 years experience, 25 different jobs over 39 years of experience. But my LinkedIn profile is 14 pages. So you can find everything about me and my career and my past roles in details, my tasks and my responsibilities, my certifications, my skills, all these things, testimonials, everything is on my LinkedIn profile. So when you apply for a job, you send in your CV, but at the top you put your LinkedIn URL. And when they've gone through your CV and they think, this is, a candidate for consideration, they want to go to your LinkedIn profile, mostly to see what you look like, so that you don't have studs in your eyes and tattoos on your neck and things like that and golden teeth, because you need to, you need to go and talk to stakeholders and the business people and vendors and subject matter experts and the project team. And, you've got to put your best foot forward. So you need to look the part of a professional. So they're going to want to have a look at your profile photo and read your headline and see if there's any testimonials in there, that people vouch for your work, your knowledge, your experience. So that's really important as well. Okay. And then, once you've got them to go and look at your LinkedIn profile and that, then they get back to you and they say, well, we want to, put you forward for consideration for an interview. So they'll have a chat with you, either the HR department if you're applying directly to a company or the person at the job agency, the recruitment agency, who's been assigned by their valued customer to seek the resources and send in CVs for consideration for an interview. So you need to have that conversation as well. You need to then, attend the interview, maybe a second interview. You need to negotiate the contract. You need to resign at your current role and do a handover and finish up and bring your laptop with and things like that and hand over and then start your new one. Maybe you have to move home even. Maybe they want you in the office a few days and it's far away. You've got to move home and everything. So it's very daunting to actually, to go into this. The whole thing about securing another job. It's not a case of just getting another job. So I tend to break it down into manageable blocks so that it's not so daunting. And the first thing, one of the first things that you need is you need interviews. You need to secure interviews, because without job interviews, how are you going to secure the job itself? So that's what I tend to do. I tend to break it down. And that's exactly what Bronze does. Bronze helps my students secure a few job interviews quickly. Now, when I say quickly, Bronze is online. It's a membership portal, secure. So you can log in with your email address and your password, on your mobile phone. We've got a special 𝐏𝐫𝐨𝐯 app because our platform is 𝐏𝐫𝐨 that we use to host our mentoring and our secure portals and our communities and our back office and our websites. We use Kajabi. So you can use it on your phone or the Kajabi app, and your tablet or your computer. It works on Apple, it works on Windows machines, anything. So you can do it, it's self-paced. You can do it, at any time of the day. You can do it in the night. You can do it and stop it and do it a little bit later. So you're in full control of how you would do it. But ideally, you'll need about 6 to 8 hours to complete the entire bronze. And we'll go through in a while what it is and how you can sign up. And I'll take you through every single step. So that's your first goal, and that's what bronze actually covers. So let's go through that in a little more detail. So you need an updated CV on a modern ATS compliant template. I've had thousands of CVs come in through our free CV review as part of our career strategy session that we offer, also for free on Zoom, where I can have a look to see, are we a good fit? Do you have the necessary requirements to join my mastermind, and to decide if we want to work together before you invest. So basically, there is this bot, an ATS bot, an applicant tracking system, and still 70% of CVs in the United Kingdom get hooked up on this bot. So when you apply for a job and you email your CV off to the intended recipient, they don't get the CV because the bot stops it. So your CV needs to be, and I've seen CVs in black and white on 7 pages on a template from the late 1980s. That doesn't reflect your ability to produce high-quality documents written for your intended audience. And this is the only time you can showcase that you do, in fact, possess that skill, by writing a really good CV. Who is the intended audience of your CV? Well, it's not your nan or your brothers or sisters or your wife, how you can boast about your education. Your CV, the intended recipients, are only 2 people. And that's the gatekeeper. That's either the person at the recruitment agent or the HR lady if you're applying direct. And it's the people that will interview you. That's all your CV is needed for. So you need to write it for your intended audience. They understand business analysis keywords and terminology. So you need to pepper your CV full of that. You need to showcase your achievements, and your testimonials, your certificates, and all these type of things. Your unique selling proposition and your unique selling points. This all needs to be conveyed in your high quality, modern, fresh CV template. So we provide you the template. The templates, you've got a choice of templates. The templates come pre-populated with specific instructions. And then on the membership portal, you watch a video of me recorded in high definition, sharing my screen in high definition, and I show you exactly what to do, where to click. Open up the CV, click here and do this. So you basically, you watch the video, you pause the video, and then you do what I ask you to do, and then you unpause and you carry on and you pause and you do. So it's very interactive. And, within 6 to 8 hours, your entire CV's been rewritten. You've got cover letters, you've got your LinkedIn profile, you know where to find jobs and how to apply. We've got a proven 8-step strategy on how to apply for the jobs. There's 2 methods we used. Really, really good method, and it gets results, people. It gets results. Right. I don't want to go through this in great detail, but that's what it included. I'd rather show, exactly how this membership portal looks, how it works. Okay. This is our homepage. And down our homepage here, let me just F11 this so we don't see anything else. You can scroll down to our homepage, find out everything. And down here, we go into great detail about, what is our bronze, what is our silver, and what is our gold. So yeah, you can say, learn more about the bronze, learn more about the silver, and learn more about the gold. We'll get into that just now. But over here, for free, you can just take a sneak peek at our website. So you can say, I want access to the website. And then it will say, what is your email address, confirm your password, and sign up for free. There's no problems with that. Now to go back to that screen, I'll just need to go back here. Now, from any page, right at the top, from our drop downs, if you don't see the login button, you are logged in already. So I'm just going to click login, and it's your email address. So once you've registered for the sneak peek, or once you've paid for bronze, then you get an email address and you use your email address and a password. You remember me, so it remembers you on the browser. And then you log into the membership portal. Now you can see I've got access to, with this username, I've got access to bronze, and I've got access to gold. And now it's a picture of me, not the login button. And here I can go to my library and see what I've got, and settings where I can change my password and things like that. But let's just dive straight into bronze. We can go and we can view the product over here. And the first part is just the welcome. It's got a list of how many training modules there are. Going through, it's got a list here of BAM Network, which is everything about the hidden job market and LinkedIn and things like that. And then it's BAM CV, where you go through and we rewrite your CV on a modern fresh template. Then we got BAM Position. So that's the 3 modules included in bronze. And you go through BAM Position over here. And then there's also some testimonials. Now, from within here, actually, if we go back to the web page, which is, I suppose, we can just log out to get back there again. When we're over here, and we can go to the home screen, and we can go down to bronze. Now, down at the bottom of bronze, you can go and find out more about all of our courses. So if we say learn more, it's going to go to the website is BA Masterminds Bronze, and then there's gold and silver, and that's how you can get in there. And once you're in bronze, you can just say get BA Masterminds now, and then you can put your coupon code in over here, less 30, and apply. Is it going to allow me? Yes, there is your coupon code. It's less 30, and now instead of 127 for a year's access, you can subscribe now for £97. I think it's till the end of today. It might be till the end of tomorrow. I'm not quite sure what we've set it at, but go and have a look there. Right, I'm going to stop sharing. That's me back in picture. Let me get my slideshow back up here again, and let's start sharing the screen again. Share screen, and there. See, I'm doing okay with the technological challenges. Right, great. So that's the whole idea with bronze. New CV, new LinkedIn profile, a profile photo comes as a bonus. You can go to bamasterminds.com/photo. And you can find out everything about the photo that's included in it as well. Professional profile photo that you can use, in your collaboration tools when you're getting ready for an interview, because you need to join 5 or 10 minutes early. And then if you're on Zoom or Teams or Slack or Google Meet, you push the video off, and then your picture arrives, your professional picture, and and you mute, and then you wait for the interviewers to join the call. So we accept payments through PayPal. So if you have a PayPal account, you can either pay the £97 from your PayPal balance, or you can connect a debit card and a credit card in PayPal. So we suggest first log into PayPal, so you remember your username and your password, and then make sure that you've got a balance of £97, put in £100 just to be sure. And then you can, or you can connect your debit and credit card and say your default payment method when you pay is your balance or your debit card or your credit card. You don't have to have a PayPal account. You just can pay with anybody's debit or credit card. Doesn't even have to be your own. Somebody wants to sponsor you £97, and that's fine. So again, the same checkout, but then you just fill in your email address and your password so that you can log into the membership portal, and then make sure that that email address is not registered with PayPal. And at the bottom of the screen, you just say continue. Once you've chosen your email address and password, and then you can say pay by debit or credit card, and you just put the card details in. Very safe, very secure payment portal with PayPal. And then you'll be on board. Wonderful. You also get a CRM for job tracking, because every time you apply for a job, I highly advocate that you document every single job that you apply for, because when you join Bronze, we advocate that as soon as you finish the 6 to 8 hours and Bronze is finished, that you apply for 50 to 80 jobs every week, because we want you to secure about 4 or 5 job interviews in the first 2 weeks. And then we focus, so that's what we focus on in Bronze. We focus on securing you a few job interviews. Now, so once you've secured a few interviews, then we take you from Bronze and we move you up to Silver. Now, Silver starts with interview preparation techniques. That's the first training module. Again, it's online, it's videos, things like that. And in there, we go through everything, and I share with you my crazy strategy on how you can ace these job interviews, because that's the whole purpose. I want you to secure a lot of jobs, and then I want you to ace a lot of those jobs so that they offer you the role. And then together we negotiate the contract, because every job, contract job, consultant, permanent, comes with an employment contract. It's always written in their favor. I highly recommend, or I urge my students to send me the contract in confidentiality. Every time I deal with somebody on Zoom, highly confidential. We've got non-disclosure arrangement, an easy 2-pager one. I'm prepared to sign an NDA with any of my customers. So as soon as you invest in any of our courses, you're a customer of ours for life. You can always ask questions to me for free via email. So there's a lot of benefits for joining me and appointing me as your mentor. All right, great. Then once you've prepared for your interview, and you've gone through our unique tool and strategy, which takes you, between 4 and 12 hours to complete. It's quite a daunting assignment. You send it back to me. I do a full review, and then we take it from there. And then what you need to do is you need to, practice. So we go through an interview rehearsal or a mock interview. So it's a 30-minute. It's also included in Interview Prep Tech, which is part of the Silver mentoring. And in there, then I make sure that you've watched all the videos and you've done your assignment correctly. And I try and catch you out with questions. I get you to ask me questions. I ask you to say, tell me a bit about yourself. And I say, why do you want to work for us? And I'll say, do you have any questions? What are your questions? And I'll check that you're not nervous, because I mentor my students to become confident. And even this more senior business analyst and the lead business analyst to become a voice of authority and a person of authority. So that shows in your interviews. I'm getting a little bit thirsty. Okay, so that's part of Silver. The rest of Silver then is BAM productivity. So as you can see, my bronze, my silver, actually the sneak peek is called copper. So I take you from copper. You first have a look and you see if you want to invest. Yes, you want to invest. You start off with bronze. We lay the foundations. Then you can do silver. Or if you want to, we can do gold. And gold incorporates, copper, bronze, and silver all in one go. It's a 3 months mentoring. So it's a lot more time consuming and, multiple assignments and things like that. We'll get into that next Wednesday. But I take my students, depending where you are in your career. If you're still quite junior, then you probably won't qualify for gold. So I take my students, through bronze and then into silver and into gold. So I hold your hand right through your career until you've reached that, that dream goal, your 3-year goal that you set out with me during BAM goal setting. Okay, so the first step is with bronze is to secure a few interviews. Then you move on to silver, and you then turn those interviews into job offers, actual job offers, written offers. Then you and I, negotiate that contract in your favor, and then you've got a start date. Then you need to resign and do a handover and things like that. And, I assist you with that through silver. And then, you get your start date. And before you even start, you have 3 out of the 4 1-hour mentoring sessions with me as part of BAM productivity. And we make sure that you're productive and highly proactive right from day one in your new job. So to do that, I've got strategies and methods, but more importantly, I've got techniques and templates. And we complete these templates in Excel, Word, PowerPoint, and then, they become yours. Whatever I mentor my students, you own that knowledge. If I pass on the documentation and templates, you own them. So you can do what you want with them. You can rebrand them. I'm not too concerned about copyright if you're a student of mine. You can rebrand them in the company's branding to reflect their branding with their color schemes and their fonts and their logos. I highly advocate that. And then you lay it all out. I'm not going to go into too much detail. We don't have the time, but also it's a lot of my intellectual property. But you're welcome to hop on a Zoom call at any time and then to book me for a Zoom session. I'll show you how to do that just now as well. Okay, so then we set you up. So it's the first 3 1-hour mentoring sessions of BAM productivity before you even start. And then a half an hour in the first week of your new role, and then a half an hour in the second week, so we can get some feedback. You know, how has the templates gone down? How's your techniques, your strategies gone down? Do you have any problems that you foresee with your line manager, with staff, with, you know, any of the difficult stakeholders? You know, you highlight them to me, and we overcome these objections and these issues. Great. Once you've settled into your new role, then we can start with BAM goal setting. Then we start setting you some goals. Where would you like to be in 3 years from now in your life and your career? So we're going to set life and career goals. And then we're going to focus on your 1-year goals, your 1-year career goals. You know, what job title, what salary, perm, contracting, consulting, you know, what niche, what industry, all these different type of things we look at in goal setting. You know, what are you passionate about? Again, I've got assignments and techniques where I extract this from you. It's in your mind somewhere, in your subconscious. I've got my methods of, you know, extracting that, laying it down, and then we map out your path. We say, right, where do you need to be in 3 months from now? So your short-term goals, to ensure that you're on track for achieving your 1-year goal, because it's very important that you do achieve your 1-year goals. So I've got 8 assignments that take you through this. Very visual. It's a lot about the mind, about the mindset and things like that. You know, positive, getting rid of that imposter syndrome, getting rid of procrastination, you know, to really, really put you in the right frame of mind so that you can think openly. And I show you all the different types of roles that are available. You know, business analysis, it's a stepping stone, either into a business to be a director or a shareholder or a manager, or more into the IT side. If you want to become an SME, subject matter expert, if you want to be the head of the IT department, you know, we look at it, or you can stay in the project team. You can become a senior business analyst, lead business analyst, principal business analyst. You can move from business analysis into project, you know, PMO, into project management, into program management. You can go into product ownership. We've got intense documentation, and I've got the knowledge to go through all these different options with you, so you can select 2 or 3 options for your long-term goals. We'll set them out, and then we'll look at certification, because you need both the theoretical knowledge plus the practical experience. In a year's time, at the end of a year, when you go and apply for that dream role, you need both. So ideally, you'll do all your theoretical knowledge, you know, during your first year. So we'll look at what is your job title. If it's senior business analyst, and we'll look at the BCS route, you know, the British Computer Society, where you get certified with a diploma, or we can look at the IIBA route, where you can become CBAP certified. So we've got strategic alliance partners with many authorized training providers. We can offer massive discounts, sometimes up to 75% discount through our strategic alliances with these business partners that we've had for many years. So we look at all those type of things in goal setting, you know, setting down your theoretical knowledge, gaining all your certifications in the first year, and then so that you're up and running from there on, and to achieve your 3rd year goal. Right, so that's basically silver. And if there's any questions, you can let me know. I see nobody's asking any questions. That's quite right. So I don't want to go into too much of this, but who am I? This is a little bit about myself. You know, I've been doing business analysis for quite a while, and I've got some other experiences. I've got lots of testimonials for bronze and silver and gold, video testimonials, written testimonials. If you want any, just ask me and I'll share them with you. Right. So on our homepage, which is bamasterminds.com, or any of the pages, gold, bronze, there's a book a session over here. So if you click book a session, then you can choose, you can say, you know, what type of session would you like with me? And we use Calendly, which is, you know, quite popular out there. So here are the different types of, you know, sessions that you can book with me. And the first, am I in the way? I'm a little bit in the way. Let me just move myself over a little bit. There we go. Right. So this career strategy session is free. You click here, book now. It will open up. You can have a look. When would you like it? So if you want next week, Tuesday, for instance, over there, you choose the time slot. You say 12:30. You can confirm it. And do you want to? Yes, yes, yes. And then type here, want any interviews? Okay. And then you can say schedule an event. and then off it goes, and then your event's been scheduled. You can say add to calendar, and then you can add it to your Google or your Outlook calendar so that you get a reminder beforehand. And that's basically how you schedule a call with us.